hardly speaking. What can I do? What can I do to try to save the day? What can I say? What can I say to take the pain away? Don't know why I'm trying.
We are back, and you are listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City
Fucking hurts.
on VegasOnThatRadio.com. Only the payer to do it. We're back. We have Tyra and Eliza here. We were talking before about a scene that they had done together, and it's Tyra's first scene with a woman.
But I love the fact that Ty was like, "Let me in that pussy." I'm gonna fuck you like an animal.
Thinking about the outfit and what I'm supposed to be doing.
I love boobs. I love female body. I mean, I love TS girls. I've always loved that, you know? But, oh my gosh, I just had fun.
We're going to get serious for a minute here because, you know, Tyra is like one of our very, very, very favorite friends of the show. And we're having a life-changing event coming up. No, she's not pregnant.
Sorry, not pregnant. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
You're going to visit your parents.
I
Tell
am.
people the story quickly, for any new listeners that hadn't heard about your transition and your attitude, your parents' family's attitude, all that.
So I transitioned when I was 23 years old full-time. I went 23. My parents had a hard time. We never had a really good relationship. Didn't have the best childhood. Didn't want for anything, but the relationship I had with my parents was not so great. I was always second best compared to my younger brother. Never was anything good enough. I was hit and beat as a child. So anyway, I transitioned. My parents think something's wrong with me. They even forced me to go to therapy to
become
to therapize the, gay away or whatever, or, pray to go away. So, of course, none of it worked. I still love cock. But my parents don't have anything to do with me now. I get a birthday card once a year and a Christmas card. That's it. There's never any communication. They do not call. They do not text. They do not write. They don't do anything.
I'm assuming when they address your card, they address it to your pre-transition
They
name?
actually say my legal name. They put my legal name on there. My grandmother, on the other hand, does not.
She still puts your male name on
Those
there.
cards just go unopened, and they're left on a table. I don't open them. It's in my. I mean, like every year my birthday, it's a total mindfuck.
Right.
It's a total mindfuck every year my birthday because all that stuff that I have buried with my family, my parents, it all starts coming back again. So this trip that we have planned to Virginia, my husband and I, our vacation, finally taking a vacation after 3.5 years. I got a message from my aunt yesterday who said, "You need to see your parents. You need to talk to them. You need to go see them."
Now, is you and your aunt still?
We talk.
Okay.
Everything's fine there. We're good. We're good. Because I did send out a text message to my parents. I stepped up, and we're having a cookout at my cousin's house with a lot of family who I do talk to. And I said, okay, I'm going to just best face forward. I'm going to invite my parents. So I did. Then I got a text back from my aunt who says, you need to talk to your parents. You need to go see them. Seeing them in public with everybody else around is not the best thing. You need to see them in private. You need to have a private meeting first. Yes, before the cookout.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And I said, okay.
Is there something bad going on?
I said, well, I don't want to be railroaded. I don't want to go by myself. I don't want to be railroaded.
Completely.
So I do not. You put me in a
take your
corner.
husband with you because that's your husband.
He doesn't want to go. He's like, I don't want a front row seat. Front row seat to a car crash. He's like, I don't want a front row seat.
No, he is planning on going to the picnic with you, right?
Yes. Oh,
okay.
yeah. It'll be where we're staying. My cousin's house.
Exactly.
So,
okay.
he's like, I don't want to be there for this first. And if it gets out of hand, all I do is walk out and.
Who are you taking with you?
My husband. That's it.
I mean,
to meet
your parents.
No one.
You should take your aunt.
Take the aunt with you.
Yeah.
They live in another city. In Virginia.
Somebody with you.
So
leave that alone.
Go hire a hooker and bring her with you.
Yeah, that'll go
Maybe you're not with a man, yet you're with a woman.
This is this fabulous tea, honey. This is going to be good enough. No, I am nervous. I do think I wanted to bring my cousin, and no, that's not going to work. So
how long has it been since you guys had a physical conversation?
Several years.
Really? They know you're married.
Well, it was actually right after the wedding. It was maybe 3 or 4 months after the wedding when they admitted they forgot my wedding, and it was through text message. And at that moment, I just...
And you and your brother have no communication?
We have no communication, no. My cousin has tried to get us to communicate, and he has asked for my phone number, but he has never called or texted.
Now, will he be there?
I have no idea. Probably not.
Okay.
Invitation's not been
What-
extended to
Okay,
him.
see, this is so far from how I think that maybe I'm a little stupid about it. But what is their issue? Is their issue that you become a woman? Is their issue that you were gay? Is their
I think
issue
all of it.
that they're embarrassed?
I think that's honestly for me. My family is very much about what everything looks like.
Okay.
It's all about
Well, you know
the
what?
pretty
You look
icing on the
damn
cake.
good from the outside.
I'm like,
She's beautiful
Yeah.
on the
Beautiful, so there
outside.
should be
Yeah.
So it's all about the way things look and the way things are perceived in my family. That's how it always has been. It's always been that way. You are to be seen, not heard, as a child, and you don't speak unless spoken to. You don't step out of line. You know your place, and that's anyone and everyone in the family. You don't say certain things ever. It's a very
That's
strict
like a
Southern
very
family.
similar story
And
to
you
mine.
don't
Very
change your
strict Southern.
gender.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
don't
change
change
your
your gender,
gender.
and you don't, do things with people of your same gender
Right.
publicly.
Well, we love you, and
So.
we want nothing but for that to all work out. I hope it's a good experience. I hope something good comes of it.
Me
At least some
too.
closure.
You know what? I'm going to tell you.
Either closure, complete final closure, or hopefully my parents have seen the error of their ways and
Well, and you
realized
know
they've
what?
lost a child.
Your parents aren't probably far from my age, maybe 10 years or so. I don't know. How
They're
old
in
your
their
parents are.
Late 50s,
Okay,
early
they're a
60s.
little older than me, but I know as I get older that there's so many things that used to seem like such a big deal to me
They're not
that are
anymore.
not a big deal anymore. I mean, after you turn 50, you really do start looking at your own mortality, and you really start seeing, okay, I'm on the downside of things here, and like I said, those kind of. So I'm hoping that your
Learn,
aunt
live,
maybe
love,
sees that.
forgive, and
Your
let
aunt
go.
maybe sees that in them and
Yeah.
said, call your parents.
Yeah, she said that she's had a lot of conversations, and I think because I texted my parents and I texted my aunt about the invitation, and I think that my aunt called my mom
Right.
because I want to be in Virginia for, oh my God, 7 days. So she's like, you need, and I don't know what the conversation was. She says I just need to go in with an open mind and an open heart. So
And
let's
I
just hope
wanna
I don't start smoking
apologize.
again.
Well,
But-
maybe
I
they-
mean, I just had the similar situation. We went to New Mexico. You know, I took my daughter. I moved away because my family, they're not nice to me. They've not been supportive to me. But, it's hard. You have to really do go in with an open mind.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love my mom, but I don't think I'll ever get along with my dad. And that's just something I have to accept.
Have you texted your mom and said, all right, Mom, we're getting in town on Tuesday. Can I come see you
Yes.
guys on Wednesday?
I said we're getting in. I said I fly in on Wednesday. I said the only day before the cookout I can do anything is Thursday because we already have plans. We're going out to an amusement park on Friday. Our whole day is done.
Right.
I said so Thursday's it. Take it or leave it. That this is all I can do. I'm sorry, but we already have plans.
And are they good with that?
So I guess so.
Okay, so you already have something scheduled.
Yes.
So they're open.
So I don't know
to see
exactly
you.
what time that day is going to happen. I'll go to their house, and I don't know. Hope for the best.
I happen
Make
to
sure I
think
look
I'm
fabulous.
just going to
You can always walk away if it gets
That's
bad.
That's what will happen.
I
can walk away.
And I happen to just want to say this, and I don't know who your husband is, and I don't know the ins and outs, but I think he should be there. I think you need somebody there just for support.
I get him
I
not wanting to
understand,
be there.
but
because
take somebody.
I mean, I also don't want them to
Take
say
somebody.
something and then he get upset and pissed off,
Right,
and then
right. That's true. I
make things
understand.
worse because
Yeah,
then I
I
got to
understand.
deal with that. And
Right, I understand. I'm just.
He's gonna be so worried about you emotionally that
That's what
he
I'd
might-
say. Yeah.
He'd be like, you did it to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, he'll be there. He'll, if it goes bad, he'll
Right.
say, now you know.
Right. Where you
Now
stand.
you can finally. And I have. I've pretty much. Well, I've just buried it. I never closed it. I just
Well,
bury
this
those
will either
feelings. That's what you do in my
open a
family.
better
You bury
thing,
everything.
or it'll close the door forever.
I would like for it to open. I would
Yeah,
like for
me
it to be
too.
good.
Me
I
too,
really
for
would.
you.
I
I do
would. I
too.
mean, as a parent, I would think that at least for me, that the reasons that maybe they're upset with you, I guess I wouldn't think that that would be the worst thing, ever.
Right,
I would.
me too.
I would have no hesitations accepting
Yeah.
my child.
It,
What I couldn't accept?
me, it's
I
like not
probably
even an
couldn't
issue.
accept if she was a horrible person who,
Was involved in killing somebody or robbing banks or something. Right.
Right. Or, was involved in like horrific acts of crime or something.
Yeah.
serial mass
Yeah.
murderer.
What? She just
Right.
feels she's in the wrong body? Like, okay, let's investigate.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I can't ever imagine my son coming to me and going, Mom, I've always felt this way about myself and I feel that need to express it. Now I can't ever look my son in the eye and go, I can't be your parent anymore
Right.
because that it's like
Right.
I don't contemplate it either. But you know what? And I'm going to defend them. Different time, different day, different time,
Absolutely.
different beliefs.
well
And I
gonna,
agree.
I'm
Even
gonna
in
take the other side of
I
this.
mean, I'm fairly young, and even in my generation, TS was not socially acceptable.
No,
Even
that's only
gay
recent.
people who
Yeah.
were, TS weren't.
Well,
Like people
there's-
don't understand.
It was a very
don't
in the dark
understand
thing
it. Yeah,
many years ago,
it's
and only
taboo.
because of social media and the internet and porn
Right.
has this transgender movement, I would say, really come into light. And um, growing up in the South and never being exposed, small town, never exposed to these types of things, and it never being around, it can cause a huge imbalance.
I'm going to take the
That's
opposite stance about different times, different eras. These people grew up as free-loving fucking hippies. They grew up in the
but not all of them.
no, but the mentality that it was a different time, a different place. I know plenty of people in that age range and older who are completely accepting. They just understand that it's not them. It doesn't affect them personally in
affecting
any
them.
way.
That's
Well, and
the
I
thing.
know because my
It's-
parents are in their early 70s. But as they've gotten, and my parents were very strict, I was raised Catholic, and as they've gotten older, they've relaxed on a whole bunch of things.
I'm hoping that's what's happening. I really, really
Very
do.
religious.
Yes, I've had that thrown at me a couple of times. But if you want to go to battle, I'll go to battle with them on that. I will go to battle.
We were
I probably know
talking
more
about
about that darn little book than they do.
we were just saying, like, how we, part of me couldn't imagine, and it happens. But I believe the teen suicide rate amongst gay teens is high, but amongst transgender children is even higher.
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes back to the parents not accepting them, throwing them out.
Well, and I've read a lot of stuff because you guys don't. I'm the training nanny, but of children, and I have to commend these parents that will let 7-year-old boys wear tutus and paint their bedrooms pink.
Same thing
know?
with allowing little girls to cut their hair to look just like
And
a
be
military
little girls.
bob.
Exactly.
And,
Well, you know
I would
what?
never,
Let's talk
ever-
about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's daughter. I'm sorry, but
She looks like a boy.
she wants to be a boy. I mean, everything you read, she wants to wear boys' clothes. They have a hard time. And, she never wants to play with boys. And you know what? There's
She's a tomboy to the T.
very much a tomboy. Now, would they surprise me and say someday she's like a Chaz Bono and wants to change? Would not surprise me in the least bit. But they are giving her the freedom to dress the way she feels she needs to.
I think you should.
I do too, 100%.
I let my kid pick out when we go shopping now. He's 8. He gets to pick out his own clothes. But he has hard and fast rules about what he can and what is and isn't appropriate for school.
Right.
If he wanted to wear dresses to school, that's fine. That shit better come past your fingertips when it hits your knee.
No showing your booty.
That shit better have a square nut cut line, and you gotta
look
shorts
great when you go to
under
school.
that.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Low boo boo.
You're gonna put that dress on. You're gonna look like a girl, and you're not gonna look like a hoe. Just
That's
like when you go to
different.
school as a boy, you don't look like some fucking gangster. You look like
There's
a
a time and a place
well-dressed
to
young
look
man.
for anything, and everybody thinks, especially me when I'm camming, doing my cam shows, people are like, well, what do you wear when you go out? And I'm like, it depends on where I'm going. If I'm just going to the grocery store really fast to get milk, I'm going to be wearing my PJs.
Right.
You're a
Big old baggy t-shirt. I'm a normal woman. People have no clue. You would never know unless you've seen me on camera and you know who I am, and you come across me in a store. You would not know
That's what I was
anything
just
about
saying.
my life.
No.
That I like that aspect actually because I feel like I don't have to have everybody know who I am all the time. Me
That's
without
nice
makeup,
escape.
I don't look like myself at all.
Oh, God, neither do I.
It's like a little superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's time to become Tyra, it's the complete transformation. Like I gotta, you gotta hone it because you gotta be on. Really,
You have to be a first class native. Otherwise, you're just
If you're not Tyra and you're deciding to make a meatloaf for dinner and you need to go to the Walmart neighborhood market, you still leave your house a female.
Yes,
and
I
I
do.
think that's where your cam
Yeah.
fans don't realize that maybe.
And this is pretty much this is
That's
right here
you,
pretty much
yeah.
every day. Like this is what I look like when I go to work, except not jeans. I don't wear jeans to work. I do dress up, nicer for work. Simple makeup,
right.
simple hair, nothing fancy.
Yeah.
You know, but this is every day.
Well, that's like people think that I sit around and eat 24/7.
I
Only
do.
on the trips with me.
I don't. That's the only time I'm gaining weight because
we smoke so much weed. We just eat
Eliza
a
and
bunch.
I just trash food on these trips.
I just have to share with you that has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about right now.
Okay.
But I have my child at home, and when I'm gone, she'll message me and stuff. So sometimes she'll see me grab my phone and and I'm responding. And she's very super thorough about things. Very super thorough. So she's planning a trip to Disneyland. And so again, it's nothing what we're discussing, but she sent me something that's very specific. Here's how much it would cost to get to Disneyland in gas. And it literally has from our home address to Disneyland the make and model of my car.
Yes, it's a website.
Yes, and the total distance, the drive time, and what the cost
Yep.
would be in gas.
So you can't even tell kids that it's unrealistic
No,
nowadays. They're like,
they
I'm
just
gonna do
figure it
this,
out.
okay?
That's how I am now, though. That's what I do. That's actually a website. I have done that before. I did it when I had to go to Alabama. I have done that. You go to this website, you put in where you're going, the make and model of your car, what kind of gas you're going to buy, and it will kind of pinpoint it all the way across America for the averages.
Now, let me ask you a
different
question.
trips in
Is
each
she
state.
trying to convince you that you need to do this? So she should be an attorney, really, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
first
yeah.
off, she has key negotiation skills.
She should run my account because she probably put me on lockdown
She's
after this
like
week.
the best negotiator. And so she's like building her own spreadsheet, just like she wanted an iPhone. And for me, never, if you want something, never say because so and so has one. It will never work. You're
Right.
shut down.
I'm not
immediately.
so and so's mother. Do you
So
say that?
yes. So I'm like, maybe ask their mother. Maybe that. So she came back with a poster board with bullet points.
Oh,
As to
God,
the-
how funny.
The exact reasons, and then the board flipped around for a presentation on why she needed an
When
iPhone.
she's ready to go to work,
Don't get her an
my
iPhone.
boss.
No, not
That's
yet.
what my boss does. Everything we do is on spreadsheets. We have to. It was in tasking in my department.
Wait,
is
this girl's
accounting.
11, okay? Right?
She
can start working that.
15. I put her to work. She sounds motivated. I mean, our boss him does. He goes, I want you to look at everything that happens in your department, and I want you to compile a spreadsheet on where you think you're spending too much time as a department.
Facebook.
I'm like, spreadsheets.
Maybe that's
I don't even have Facebook at work anymore. It's insane. My department has grown by 3 people that we are training. There are only 2 people in my department that are fully trained, and I'm the one that's been there the longest. And I barely even have time to take selfies at work in the bathroom.
What? Oh my God! How
While I'm peeing.
Time.
Yeah, did you put that on your spreadsheet? How much time you spent taking selfies?
I don't anymore. I can't. I'm not-
She doesn't have time to pee.
I don't have time to pee. I usually don't. Like, usually it'll be like 5:30. I'm like, what time is it? Oh my God, I should go home now. Oh, I have to pee. Let me pee before I go home. And then I'll pee before I go run out to the car.
It's a long drive home. I always pee before I walk out of the office.
Oh, that's funny.
I always pee before I leave the office too.
I'm glad I don't have a
You
regular
work
job.
from home.
I don't.
I always
across
pee
from your
when I
toilet.
wake up.
Yes, it is.
I love that I have a regular job. I really, really do.
I had a regular job for too long.
And then I
never
and
want
then
a
I'm
boss.
envious. And then I'm envious of people like Eliza and Christian and everybody who doesn't work that's in the industry. And I'm like, I want that life too.
That's a lot more work than a full-time job.
You know what?
It depends. Yeah, I mean,
sometimes at the end of the night.
I'm too lazy to be a porn star. That's
well,
exactly
like
what it boils
I'm
down
always
to.
like, okay, we're shooting this day. We're shooting this day. We're gonna shoot this day. These girls are coming in. I fly the girls here. I'm always orchestrating
And like
stuff.
tomorrow, Eliza
I
and
feel lazy when I
are
don't
going
do
shopping
something.
all day to look for props for our shoot. So we got to.
Well, I've always said, I mean, Eliza's, you're very entrepreneurial,
Yeah.
and
I want to make
manage
money.
everything.
That's all, honey. I want to
That's
build my little empire so I can retire. I want to. Like the people who are the partners of Pornstar Platinum and the new network that's coming, the Trans Erotica Network. Like I want to get that.
like as in TV network.
Website network.
Oh.
Website network. But I want to move into all that stuff. I want to do everything. Like I wish I could have cameras come to Virginia and follow me and create this little
You
like
can.
reality TV special.
You
I
can.
want that, and I'm like, I want all of my stuff. I want this document.
Get a hold of
I want
Robo.
people. I've tweeted him so much. Like, you need to give me a show. Like, I want to travel on cameras and everything. I want to do it because people need to see.
No,
There's
you know,
a different
you
life
know
to
how it
transform
works.
people.
You have to film it yourself
Yeah,
and then sell it. Yeah, that's how it all works.
And then I got to pay those camera people and those sound people and
or
money to
you
do
get
that.
somebody that wants to invest and do it, like
Or you get students who need to work for credit.
Yep. Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah. Who needs to-
Interns.
Because my life is insane. When I'm working, it's ridiculous. Like,
See,
when
I
I'm on
wanna
the
do
set
that
and I'm
too.
doing what I'm doing and I'm having all those parties at my house and like my birthday, that would have been amazing to
Yeah.
film that and have that, for
Yeah.
just.
Well, I
I don't
think
remember much
there's such a
of it, to be honest with
misconception
you.
about porn life in general, honestly.
Like,
Yeah, if
a lot of people think all we do is fuck.
what a grandma I am during the day as opposed to what I do in my nightlife.
Like before
ridiculous.
bed, the past few nights last week, she heard me trampling this guy in her living room.
Oh my
She
god.
woke up and
She uses my, because she has the baby stuff at her house, she uses my house sometimes to do her fetish work. So it was really late and I'm sleeping in bed, didn't even know. And I hear, I kind of wake up and I hear, I forgot we had been out of town. That was my first night back in my own bed in like 5 nights. And I wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, Eliza's standing on Ricardo in high heels.
I mean, this guy he had polio when he was a child, so he's crippled. Right?
You can't feel from the waist
He
down.
can't feel at all
Oh,
from the waist
that's
down,
sad,
and
though.
he
Wears
wants to be
braces.
treated like shit. Like, he won't see girls who are too nice to him. Like, I saw him with another girl the first time, and I mean, it's only trampling. Like, he doesn't touch me at all. I walk on him in high heels.
He's got scars. He's a little man, and he has
I
scars.
punctured.
Wait a minute. He had Negan on him with 4-inch heels.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you punctured him?
No,
He punctured his skin, like, because the high heel
Yeah.
digs in and he bleeds. And
he's got
I drive
scars.
I want
heels
to talk to
across
this
the-
man.
He has scars
like,
all over his
I want
body.
to Oprah him. I want to Oprah him. I want to talk to him. And
Well, I think that he must have had an abusive female figure in his life when he was a child. And that's the only reason why
And
he
mother,
could feel
nurse,
love.
someone
Somebody
that
I
he
else
happen to
were mean
think.
to
See,
him.
I have a different philosophy. You know me. I always like the backstory. That's what Liza thinks. I happen to think like he can't feel anything. He can't feel in his groin. So that place is the lowest
where he can
place
feel.
where he starts to feel. So I think it has something to. But this man's
have
got
you-
scars.
I get that.
I kind of did, but he's kind of this Hispanic man with no teeth, and you can't really understand him all
I
the
mean,
time.
because of his issues, he's clearly not all there. I mean, he literally drove from LA to Vegas
twice and
3 times.
So how did he drive?
3 times in the
With a-
last week.
with a
Well, wait a
steering
minute.
column system.
Oh.
Okay, but wait a minute.
So, yeah,
Let me tell you
after
this.
the
So there's he's got this little white Toyota Corolla that you think is just gonna fall apart at any minute. Okay, so it's like 1:30 in the morning, and my neighbor sends me a message on Facebook. Mama, there's some guy out in front of your house. I got my gun. Oh my God! Because he drinks peppermint schnapps and smokes a bunch of weed before he gets trampled, so then he sleeps it off before he drives. And my neighbor's out there. I'm like, girl, you don't need the gun. You can blow him over. So don't even worry about the gun. Yeah, Mom, I got a gun. Like, oh God.
What is? Has
That's
he ever told
funny.
you what does he do? For a,
He
for a
is
living?
Oh, I
on
think he has
Social
Social
Security.
Security.
He is severely disabled. I mean,
Yeah. But he's had girls.
but he's obsessed with me because I'm so mean to him.
Well, and he's had many of the girls that we've had in here trample him, and he's come to Vegas and done it. It's his belly is all scarred.
He
Not only
shoots with
big
like
girls-
4 skinny girls at a time standing on him, probably like Tyra's size. They
Well,
all
this is
walk
how it
in
is.
the-
You guys know I ain't got no heels. This guy had a size 11 heels for me. That's how much he's into this. He brought the heels that I used to trample in.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just going to say that.
Yeah, and he's screaming. Oh, we need to take a break, y'all. We're going to still talk about 10 reasons to suck dick. You're listening to Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We'll be right back.
There's nothing you can't do. So don't you ever forget the day you heard the song and you heard me say.